right. Let's get right into the prologue. The room you all see is a well-lit and warm resemblance of the interior of a log cabin. Chocolate brown wooden furniture is unnaturally scattered about, overturned, splintered, and broken. Most covered in the blood emptied from the corpses of soldiers strewn about the room. A lit corner fireplace burns bright, casting garish shadows across the carnage. Sitting in the corner opposite the fire, the hulking frame of a monster. Arms of winter steel laced with a copper sinew and aluminum veins. Its barrel chest humming with arcane energy and eyes glowing a brilliant white. This vicious machine sits motionless, doused in the blood of its 24 victims, now painted across the walls and tables of this otherwise cozy setting. You hear the popping of the wood and the sizzle of the embers within the fireplace, a calm contrast to the hyper-violent events that occurred here. But the mechanical beast in the corner does not move a single metal finger. In fact, it remains motionless for quite a while. Many minutes pass and eventually turn into hours. The blood drips from its body until it's a dried slick of crimson on the planked floor. The machine remains in the corner for days. The stench intensifies. The corpses begin to rot. Bugs arrive. The blood-soaked wood of the tables and chairs begins to warp. Still, no movement. Finally, 26 days later, a soft knock can be heard from outside the only door. A small man with graying hair and slightly pointed ears enters, wearing a leather respirator. He looks over the scene, saddened, but not alarmed, and his gaze rests on the metal monster in the corner. It took longer to find you this time, Judge. Come with me. It's time to rest. And we are back in real time.
Chilling
badass.
prologue.
Yeah, badass.
Awesome prologue. It made me think of the. I'm gonna find you a video. It made me think of the intro to like the Fallout game, Fallout 1 specifically.
Yeah.
Oh,
where
okay.
it's like I'll find it.
I just like how concise it was, and then like the twist, like a little twist at the end where it's like, oh, and it's just jarring enough, and then we move on. But what's Fallout 1? What's their intro?
It's basically like you're like watching a TV, and like it's all like like happy, like that old like 50s music.
Commercials. Oh, does it pan out?
Then that pans out, and like it's just like the nuclear wasteland around it.
Oh, okay.
Just a juxtaposition of like happy, cozy place and violence and dead people all over.
Mm-hmm.
It starts focused on like a birthday cake, and then as it pans out, just like blood smeared walls and
bodies. Yeah,
bodies.
Happy birthday plays in the background.
Happy birthday to me.
Someone else did the recap because I forgot where the hell we were until I opened World 20.
Like a wound up music box runs out of its timing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like one of those little ballerina music boxes. Let's see. Well, I don't have a ton of notes, but let's see.
I feel like I never take good enough notes to offer to do any of these. Like all my notes are so self-serving. Like it's just like what I have to remember for myself, and
just burn stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, we started in the chamber that we were, the arena chamber, and we continued to kind of snoop around, go around that area. Kind of looked a little bit below, a little bit above. Found the door to the next area.
We bought drinks for people, or distracted them with buying drinks.
Yeah.
One of you saved a guard, I think.
Beat up Kavoresh.
Yeah. There was a very long period of you guys just fucking with Gavorish, and him eventually just doing a poor job at some point. Yeah. Can I not be dead now? Am I still dead? Like clearly standing up at some point. I think Vern was acting like he was beating him up or punching him or kicked and then like about broke his foot. Can't remember. I think Urzak kicked him in the nuts at some point.
Nuts. Yeah.
Vern tried to knee him in the nuts, missed, and hit the portcullis behind him.
Oh, you mage hand.
And then Urzak tried to mage hand, and instead of giving him testicular torsion, just kind of groped him.
Yep. Was it strong enough? He's used to much stronger hands groping his nuts, I guess. But yeah, at some point, pretty much, I don't remember if it was Vern or if it was Brackle, but eventually the talkers did the talking, got the room dispersed through promises of beer for the workers. I think that actually got the guards out too, if I remember correctly, or maybe we did something else for the guards.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
There might have been a little bit of coercion on that end that I don't remember. But
I know that one of them left that platform to go get Gavorish.
Yep.
And take him somewhere else to rest or something like that.
Yeah, I feel like the other one was like, I don't know, intimidated or persuaded to just go fuck off and get a beer.
Maybe.
Yeah. Because I don't think there was anybody there whenever we just went, all right, see ya, and just walk through the doors. Yeah.
No, there wasn't.
I
know Hargrave put a tracker on Homeboy.
Yeah.
And she's staying at the door, right? After we went through.
And she is on the inside of the inside of that other door.
Yeah.
With a familiar owl, or I think I did.
I think we put a rod too on the other side of that door because it wasn't like necessarily staying closed.
I believe Vern's immovable rod.
Yeah.
Right. Make a note to get that back.
Yeah. Worst case scenario, we all die. Hargrave has a new movable rod. So
yeah, good for her.
Right.
So that's fun. But yeah, we eventually went into the next chamber. Let's see. I have that it was more natural, less man-made. There wasn't really much in there for the first little bit. We eventually kept going further and further back into it. Then eventually it came into a more cleaner stonework, and then I believe there was an elevator. Yeah, there was an elevator. And that was around the time that I believe Des shot a sending stone message. It was kind of staticky. We kind of got a little heads up on, or like a kind of an update for Flynn and Des. They got back to Mir, went to go check on work. Apparently, he had been called the Wilds for a meeting. Obviously, doing anything concerning the Wilds in general is just like, that's weird. So, but we were kind of in the middle of getting a be careful and avoid so and so, and then it just cut out thematically. She's like, well, we don't know what to be careful of, but there's something to be careful of and avoid, but we don't know what it is. And we did kind of know, or through I think checks and stuff like that we were having issues with scrying in this area, and there was wards against that stuff, so on and so forth. And also, we're affecting the sending stone as well, I believe. And we proceeded to go down the elevator. Had kind of a little quick conversation about her little encounters with Melora. Just kind of briefly discussed it with each other. If I remember correctly, it was like past, present, future. It was like one of those 3 scenarios. And everybody kind of had insight into their own, or they had like a specialized vision of some sort. Some of them were, not too terrible. Some of them were pretty bad, and in between. Some of them, I think, all of them were at least interesting or supposed to provide insight of some kind. Um, but yeah, don't really know what was up with the. At least, well, it wasn't Melora. It was like an aspect of Melora, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she wasn't physically there, but she was was a god and was there, but without being there.
Conjured from blood and holy water.
I know we talked at length about Test Vision because he was like, "Yeah, I had this vision. We all die."
Yeah,
And we're kind of like, "Well, there's this purple orb. It could be Cassius's orb, and he's the god of death, so
yeah,
it checks out."
Oh, right.
yeah. I think Urzok or maybe Eric had done like religion checks on it, or did something. It was Urzok had specifically asked about like the color, Cassius's colors, or just colors of the Presidium gods, and eventually got to that point. But yeah, that all being said, we eventually got down to the bottom. I don't remember how long it took. I think maybe we said it was, I don't know, quick, but we also talked for like 400 hours at that point. So it was like
It was the ever increasing duration of an elevator ride.
It was initially 100 feet, and then it
Just
turned
like 5 minutes. Yeah.
then it turned into a 5 mile elevator ride.
Yeah, we'll just call it like 28, 29 minutes. That's fine.
Yeah.
Got stuck in between floors. We had to call the fire department.
Yeah. It stopped whenever we first got on. Eric hit all the buttons for all the floors, so we we went to every single floor. But yeah, we got down to the bottom. There was I believe it was a dwarf. His name was Thane, I believe, who was
Yes,
staff
sir.
down there. This is where my notes end, so I'm gonna just kind of wing it from here. Not that I had a ton, but there was a kind of like we kind of had to redo the whole, well, not redo, but yeah, kind of. We're basically, hey, we're inspectors. We redid that whole thing. There was something
And it
going
worked.
on. Yeah, there was something going on with him and like the lie detection or
He kept trying to,
deception.
yeah, like cast spells on us, right? He kept, or like we had to keep doing like wisdom saves or something on him.
You guys were being affected in some way. I don't know how much of it was like overtly obvious or if it was just like him being or us being in that area or what the case was, but you guys are really good at talking. And then I think the last part was like Brackle talked and he was like, okay. Then Vern talked. He was like, okay. And then I think Urzok was the last bit there where he's like, okay, you guys are on the up and up, so to speak.
He got intimidated.
Yeah, the last one was just like, okay, like, hey, you fuck.
Did Urzok
You're not.
He was looking through books and stuff, right? Did he like glean anything important out of those books? I don't remember.
He did.
It was a roster of people who were being interred, and
okay.
The main thing we got was that Warwick was brought in there, I think, like the day before or something like that.
Okay.
And then I believe we also confirmed Z. I can't remember if we confirmed Z's and Eric's brother in that book, but
confirmed both.
Yeah.
There's also like
you also
tiers of
the tiered system for the prisoners. How they deal with them in case of a big emergency, in case of like an evacuation situation. Essentially, you learned that Warwick would be killed on the spot before evacuation. Eric's brother would be left to fend for himself, and Zethlo would actively be taken and kept safe by the guards and evacuated with everybody else.
See, I thought it was the opposite for some reason.
No, they want to keep Zethlo safe.
They were like, this guy knows too much. We're gonna fucking kill him. He's too
yeah. Yep, yeah. Zethlo is a 1. Halbarad, which is Eric's brother, is a 2. And Warwick, among other prisoners, is a 3. Kill him before we leave.
And we also kind of started going through during the tour. We went into like this kind of worship chamber. I don't remember the deity in there.
Mammon.
Mammon.
Evil deity of consumption and greed.
Yep. A real
Vern's new god.
Vern Vern was immediately converted.
I showed a little bit of interest though, and that guy was all about it. He was a big fan of me being a fan.
Yeah. Potential.
Give you 7 copies of the Art of the Deal.
Yeah. So we kind of got a little tour that way. And we kind of started looping around and, kind of went through a couple other rooms off to the left and then up. And there was a room we were in for a while. I don't remember what the hell was in there. I think we were just talking to one of the other guards that was in another room for a bit.
Milk storage room.
Yeah, milk. What the hell are you keeping here?
Milk.
Yep.
You store milk in a room temperature area? What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We all get sick drinking this stuff.
Yeah.
It's really vile. I don't know why we keep it here.
Better than dying. And eventually we kind of eventually we made our way to kind of start going through the prison cells, and that's when we saw Warwick and kind of on this last screen here. As we were being guided by Thane the entire way, pretty much, as we're kind of doing our little inspector stuff and kind of scoping out the whole fucking area. So yeah.
Great. It's a good recap. I don't think you really missed anything. Anything that anybody would like to add before we continue?
I think the only other thing we kind of like signaled, or somebody did something, maybe it was Urzak or Brackle, were like making some type of like gestures or like basically talking to work, like, hey, like, chill, you're good, act cool, that sort of thing. And
I think somebody gave him like the shush finger.
Yeah.
I thought it was you, Urzak.
Possible, yeah.
It might have been, it was either Urzak or I think Brackle or somebody, but I'm gonna blame it on Brackle since he's not here.
Seems like Brackle too, but I think you're right. I might have done it.
Yeah.
Great. You are walking north up this hallway of cells. There are people in cells on both sides. And you've just seen Warwick directly to your left. What are you guys going to do?
We really need a Brackle here to do all the talking.
What the fuck you're talking about? You're up, buddy.
Okay, let's see.
If
Charisma's above 10, you're up.
I will turn to...
Eric's giving guidance to Vern.
Oh, great.
There you go.
I'll turn to Thane, and I'll tell Thane, well, what we'll have to do down here is we'll need you to tell us what each of these people have done, and we just have to verify that their particular accommodations are appropriate for their respective crimes. Brackle, clipboard ready? And Brackle, I'm assuming, have his clipboard out again.
Clicks the pen.
Yes.
And Thane will he's walked with you for a few minutes now. He feels a little bit more comfortable being himself. He saw that you were interested in his Lord God Mammon.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to push back at you a little bit, and he'll say, "Now, it was never stated anywhere in our handbook that we have to give away what people are being interned for. I can tell you how long they're supposed to be here, and you have the roster. I could even give you the level that we set them at, but I'm not giving you their list of crimes. You all should know as inspectors that I don't have to do that."
Look, we are constantly revising our handbook and what we're looking for, what we're not looking for, and quite frankly, you guys are way out here. So I apologize if you are not kept informed of all the best practices of inspection. But I assure you, this is all by the book. And I will confidently turn on my heels, and I will walk up to this first guy. And if Thane's not going to tell me, I'm going to confidently just say, "Excuse me, sir, what are you in for?"
Thane's going to keep pushing back. He's going to say, actually, our handbook was just updated a few weeks ago, and we were all informed in an in-person meeting. So I don't care how out here we are. You're out there, and you clearly don't know what you're talking about.
I want to clarify
Thane
something.
Drunk on that milk right now or something? Because Thane is just like, I
just want to clarify something. Although you're not required to tell us and walk us through here and do all of this, it is a courtesy if you would like a better review of your facilities and continued financial support from your superiors. However, what is required, and which you will need to assist us with, is pointing out that your records are current.
Hi, baby.
He's saying he's ready for milk.
Milk. Hopefully not
Again,
spoiled milk.
room temperature milk.
Yeah.
Urzak, make me a persuasion check, and Vern, make me a deception check, please.
I'm so good at this. You should have given the guidance.
With D4. Yeah,
should have
sorry.
given the guidance to Urzak.
Yeah.
I'll take a 16.
Too late
any
for
day of the
that.
week.
16's not bad. 16 is not bad.
Hi, Baba.
Bye, baby. Say night-night, dudes.
Dudes.
Night, dude.
Night.
All right.
To finish
Good
what
night,
he was,
If your next time I need to get something and he's okay, you want to carry any milk?
He's got his pretzel.
Excellent.
You want one more pretzel? Okay.
Let's see if I
There
get
you go, babe.
Say thank
4
you.
on that. Nope, of course I don't get a 4
You're
on
welcome.
that.
Have a
What was
good
I
night.
thinking?
Take bites. That's too big to put in your mouth all by. Go ahead.
Come on. Actually, it's
Good night, buddy.
real quick. Put back in the fast.
Sometimes Paylor's guidance is just a little nudge, you know.
Yeah, you can do it.
to finish what I was saying,
Uh,
basically just saying, like, yeah, you don't have to go and show us everything, but what you need to do is show us that your records are accurate and that you keep your records and that everything's up to snuff.
okay. Thane will go down the line, Vern, and he will. He'll kind of walk with you, kind of begrudgingly, maybe even with a little bit of embarrassment, because he kind of like tried to stand on what he thought was right, which, as far as you guys know, is probably right. Compared, like, it is probably according to his handbook what he should have done. But now there's a little bit of a seed of doubt now in him, so he will go along the line, walking next to you, and he will point out that this first guy, Ragnar, he is in for burglary, specifically the medieval version of what today we would call armed robbery, or burglary. He was caught breaking into several personal residences armed with a weapon. Tried to steal some goods. This guy over here in the larger cell basically evaded taxes. He was a wealthy landowner, specifically farmland, that went many, many years without paying any dues back to his government. So he is down here. He would note that Ragnar is a level 2. And this dude is a level 3. Don't care about that guy.
When you can just tell that guy. Look, oh, this is the levels for the. I thought you meant as a character, like above table.
Oh, yeah.
Just look at them and know what level they are. But no, you mean like the tier system. Okay.
He definitely has his subclass now. Yeah, he is a tiered level 3. He would be killed outright before any evacuation happens.
Keep
Go ahead, Eric.
ping the farmer. What was
This guy right here.
okay, sure.
He's not paying taxes. He made him a level 3. He's so
he's just not
he's
important.
so it kills him outright. Okay, I thought it's like when I heard that, I thought they were so dangerous that if something is happening, it's like just kill them instead of trying to move them safely. And I'm like, this guy who evades taxes is so dangerous that in the event of emergency,
See, that was my
just kill
perception
him.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for clarification, moving forward, typically the third level inmates down here are here for a specific piece of information that has already been gained, and they don't want to send them anywhere else. So this guy probably knew one or two things that he gave up to the chasers when he got here. They needed him just for that, and now he doesn't matter. So they're just gonna he's the lowest on the totem pole. Level 2 is typically where you get the more dangerous people. You will note as you go through this place, there are not a lot of dangerous crimes here. A lot of this area that's like the really dangerous fiery cells up on the above levels for the really Dvoresh, right? He would not be sent down here. People down here are more necessary to the chaser's strategy and the lengthening of the chaser's establishment, trying to leverage information out of people to make sure that they stick around. Moving forward, this guy up here, again, none of these people have names.
Moving forward.
Yeah.
While this is happening, I want to lean over to Eric and say, I'm gonna lock his cell, but I need you to distract the other guards in this room for me. It's a quick verbal incantation that I don't want them to hear or notice.
I got you covered.
I will wait until I see the other guards in the room looking away or otherwise distracted.
All right, so you don't have to worry about this guy over here. He is squarely behind the wall. He is into his maps, so the guy in the milk room. He is not listening or looking at you. This guy is positioned looking directly at this wall. He is not moving. He's not patrolling. He's looking straight across. So he definitely would see/hear you if you tried to do something very physical or anything above like a whisper. This guy up here is kind of patrolling back and forth. He covers this room over here, which would put him out of your line of sight. But he does kind of patrol down the hallway as well. He does seem to be rather occupied with what Vern and Thane are doing, though. If he's going to make a perception check on you, it would be at disadvantage. So this is the guy you have to worry about.
As Vern looks back and sees this, can I tell that Urzak is maybe looking for an opening to lean over and that my cronies are trying to make some kind of plan?
You are occupied with Thane. I'd allow you to make a perception check at disadvantage.
Yeah, let's try it. Oh,
I mean, you see him probably say something to Eric, but
yeah,
and you know Warwick's there.
It doesn't matter.
That's about
I'm
what
s-
No.
With an 8, I wouldn't give that to you.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. Let them try to do their covert thing then.
So looking around and seeing which guard needs distracted, I'm gonna look at the guard that's staring, like you said, at the wall. Who's the one who's gonna hear the incantation if Urzak were to start using Druidcraft, which is verbal somatic. But anyway, the noise I think that I'm gonna create is my illusion. The instantaneous, harmless sensory effects, such as falling leaves, puff of the wind, sound of a small animal, or faint odor, or skunk.
Sure.
Those are examples, but it's just a nature sound, right? Nature-based sound illusion. So I want to make it sound like a canine, just like a dog, is starting to, I guess, urinate on his boots.
Of all the things I was guessing where that was going to go, that
Yeah.
wasn't what I was thinking.
Not even close to the top of that list. Okay. So moving forward with this, I need you to be aware that there is no dog present, right? Like there's no it's just the sound. So you're not making an illusory dog to do this.
All right.
So he's
Well,
just
Oh shit!
hearing
No.
the
it's not. What I guess. Urzak, how long is this distraction needed for? So like a 1 minute,
We're in the thick of it now, bud.
a 6-second action casting. Is that what we're talking about?
Above game, yes. Knock is one action.
Hmm.
okay. All right. What do you physically do, Eric, as you are making this happen? Are you back where your token is? Are you moving up on him? What are you physically doing?
I'm gonna sort of stand at least a visible shield in front of Urzak and that gentleman that guards line of sight. Yeah, obviously someone who would see Urzak's, Dragonborn's lips moving, start,
Okay.
start to question why he's muttering to himself. So I want to make a block on the line of sight to that.
Okay. Also, Teth, make a perception check.
Okay. I was going to mention, I was just waiting for a minute. I think that Teth would be kind of following Vern, kind of like a bodyguard as he's walking.
Oh, okay. In that case, no need to make a perception check if you are up further.
Yep. Unfortunately, sorry.
You hear a dog pissing.
Yeah. I like to.
Okay.
Does he pee as Teth walks by him and he thinks a robot peed on him?
How's the dog stream?
Real choppy, like just like
not
What?
good.
Very broken. Yeah.
really unhealthy.
We're talking real UTI levels of
Oh, God.
inconsistency here. Okay. So all right. I don't even know what to,
Take your time. Take your time.
All right. So let's do this. Eric, I need you to I would like you to roll a performance check, please. To see how the timing goes with Teth walking past him.
Okay.
You roll high or you roll low, it's going to be timed perfectly with different results.
Ah!
Oof. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So yeah.
You guys
So
ready
Teth
for
is
combat?
going to Teth is going to walk past this guard, and as Teth walks past him, that's when he hears the sound. And this is centered like on him, like under his person, hitting the floor, Eric.
Yeah, like I was saying, like hitting his boots is this, he's like, what the fuck?
Okay. We're gonna Eric, roll me a D100. The closer to 100, the less reactionary this guard is going to be.
Let's see.
Okay, he's pretty mad. He is upset by this. He doesn't even check to see if there's any type of magical tinkering going on. He's in pretty thick armor with a helmet that doesn't have much of a forgiving visor for visibility. So if he hears it, he's not necessarily going to feel it through his metal boots. He's not necessarily going to see it. So if he hears it, he's going to assume that that's what's happening to him for real. He's going to say, "Hey, what the hell?" And he is going to attempt to shove you, Teth. He's just going to attempt to. So I'm going to backtrack you right here, right in front of him.
Mhm.
He's going to make an attack roll and sub out the shove option.
Contested athletics.
No, it's just an attack roll, which would have missed. So he's going to try and shove you. I will let you decide how this happens. Does he just try and push you and he doesn't move, or you don't move, or do you try and just get out of the way and he will fall forward onto the floor?
I think he kind of gets out of the way, and as the guy kind of starts to fall over, Teth grabs him by like the back of his armor so he doesn't fall, and like rights him.
Okay. Urzak, any action you take right now is going to be advantageous. The most advantageous.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have
when he's
you
making eye contact with Teth, if he's like, once they're like engaged eye to eye, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cast knock.
go ahead and make me a stealth roll, but you can use intelligence instead of dexterity.
Okay. Is it still at disadvantage because I'm in heavy armor?
No.
Natural one.
Oh.
I
Okay.
totally have inspiration. I'm choosing not to use it.
Fun. I like
This is where the whole inspector gimmick falls apart, you guys. This is the beginning of the end. Teth, when you catch him and you right him, you pick him up maybe by like they have kind of like a pretty thick leather collar in the back of their armor. You can grab him by that collar, by that nape, and pull him up. And as you pull him up, he happens to be looking right down in the direction of Eric and Urzak. Now, Eric, as you all know, is standing in front of Urzak as a means to block kind of the view of everything that's going on. But the keyhole, the kind of locking mechanism, is a little bit lower on the door. And Teth, you're pulling him up right at the right time that he's still pretty low to the ground. So he does see Urzak crouch down and attempt to, and cast a spell on the locking mechanism of the cell as it's happening. With a combined effort of Vern's low perception, so he can't help, Eric's low performance, the low D100 roll, and the shit stealth roll from Urzak. He's going to point to you, Urzak, as Teth is pulling him up. He's gonna say, "Hey, Thane! Thane, he just did something to that lock!" And Thane will immediately stop identifying prisoners to you, Vern, and turn around and run towards Urzak. No combat yet, but you're in trouble.
As he, I'll just try this one thing. I'm not gonna like try to stop Thane if he's running that way, but I'll be like,
Okay.
Urzak, are those locks up to? I don't think it's gonna fly, but Urzak, are those locks up to snuff? Are they secure enough to get full marks? I know it's not a good one, but
make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
okay. I'm kind of itching for battle, so it's like
actually, I'm actually gonna have you make 2 persuasion checks, both at disadvantage, one for the guard and one for Thane, because they're perceiving this 2 different ways. You also have this third guard up here that heard the other guard call out. So we're gonna see how this goes.
Okay.
19 is pretty good.
That's
Okay.
for one of them.
Yeah.
Okay, the other guy.
This poor man better be hoping and praying that you are very persuasive.
2 19s. Okay. So that's good. Vern is Teth is the only innocent bystander here because all he did was just catch a guy that was falling. Vern, this guy's like, okay, yeah, that probably makes sense. Thane, not so easily hoodwinked, but he does slow his pace, and he's going to go up to Urzak to confirm what you are saying. So he's going to push right past you, Eric, and he's going to go right up to Urzak, and he'll say, "I'd like you to show me exactly what you just did to that lock."
I'm going to ask you this again. Urzak will stand up tall and look down on Thane. And then he'll motion for Brackle to come by with his notepad.
Okay.
And he'll just look down on Thane and say, "Do you think you're an authority here?"
Well, as the keeper of the front desk,
Shut your mouth.
and
It's a yes or no question.
you'll see Thane muster up every ounce of courage he has in his whole body, and he'll puff out his chest a little bit and like maybe stretch up a little bit on his tiptoes. If you remember from last time, this guy's like just over 3 feet. He's like 3'5", I think we said. So he's super short, especially next to Urzak. So he'll just like inch up a little bit, like, crane his neck to be as tall as he possibly can, and he'll say, maybe less than confidently, "Yes."
I'm just going to turn and make just like eye contact, look at everybody, and get what the message is between them.
Teth is looking directly at Urzak the way that Urzak looked at Teth when we were in the Ken Shapiro chamber.
Yes.
And he is waiting for a signal. Because he doesn't know which way it's going to go.
Like he's like a blank robot face to any outward parties, but to our party, we all know that's just gonna fuck someone
Sorry,
up.
give me half a second.
Can I, since it's probably gonna go to shit anyway. Can I try to just a level 1? I'll subtle spell it. Charm this guard and then my plan is if I successfully charm him, I'll be like maybe you didn't quite see what you thought you were seeing. You should probably apologize to your boss if it works. And then he's my ally, so he would. I know it's not suggestion, but wouldn't he do that if I charmed him? If he's like my buddy, or would he not?
You, I don't know. It depends. What is the verbiage on charm person? Let me look it up real quick.
Yeah,
I
I
would,
always thought
They
it was
regard
like,
you as a friend.
yeah,
Okay.
like the advice of a good
Yeah,
friend.
because I don't think. Yeah, it's not powerful enough to
The real
like
question is, how much
tell
does he
them what
not
to
like
do.
Thane?
yeah.
Right. That's
'Cause
true.
if you're
That's
his
true.
friend and he hates Thane, might go for it.
Yeah, it's the equivalent of like,
We'll
hey,
charm
would
by
your
you until for an hour. Got to use a friendly acquaintance. Okay.
If not, we'll have a buddy helping us fight. I guess. Would be so.
Okay. Subtle spell charm person.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna make a wisdom save.
Yes.
That's gonna fail. So he is charmed by you.
Okay. And
Vern, I'm gonna have you roll a D100 to see how much this guy dislikes or likes Thane. Closer to 100 you get, the less he likes him.
roll high? There you go.
loads the guy.
He's gonna go along with whatever you tell him because he is
Okay.
now your buddy. For whatever reason, he's just like, I don't know about these guys, but this one guy in the top hat, he seems cool. He's the trustworthy
He's cool.
guy here.
Yeah. I'll be like, good sir, why don't you clear things up with our friend Thane here? Maybe you didn't quite see exactly what you thought you were seeing. Clearly, it was just standard protocol. Am I right?
He's gonna look at you and kind of look back at Teth, realizing that maybe he overreacted and he went to push Teth and it didn't go his way. It all could have been a misunderstanding. He just saw in the heat of the moment while he was angry. He'll say, "You know what, Thane, man? Yeah, that could have been my bad. I was real angry. Yeah, sorry about that, man."
It's okay. And I'll pat him on the
And
shoulder and I'll say, Mammon be with you. Loud enough for Thane to hear it too.
Urzak, make me an intimidation check. Let's seal this deal and keep inspecting.
I'm sorry, guys. I won't stop any other if this works.
Oh, dang. Okay. Thane will back down immediately. He's still going to be suspicious of you. This is strictly an intimidation. So he is backing down purely because he is now so afraid of you, Urzak. He's been overwhelmingly intimidated by you twice in the past 9 minutes. He will back down. He won't even say anything, and he'll just kind of glare at you and continue walking back up to Vern. And leading you, Vern, back up the hallway.
Loudly,
at this
Urzak will, before he walks away, Urzak's going to say, "Excuse me, Mr. Authority.
He's tired. I'm sure he'll live that. He was definitely ready. He was tired. Come on,
Love you.
let him.
He says,
Sorry.
excuse me, Mr. Authority. Thane, Than, and I'm sorry, we didn't catch your last name."
Thane.
Best thing to do with Dungeon Master, make them make up names.
I know.
Whatever the name is, I don't know what the name is. Brackle. He has Brackle. Take great note of it in the report.
He
Wellerby.
he'll say, "Oh, son." He'll say, just like softly mutter to you, Urzak, and Eric. You'll be able to hear this as well. Before he walks off, Thane, mud shoveler.
Aw.
Can I not that I have insight. Can I insight that to see if he's fucking lying to me?
Yeah, go ahead.
That's some fake ass name.
Mud shoveler.
16.
He's telling the truth. You get the idea that he's just defeated enough to give you his real name.
Hmm.
This guy, your new buddy Vern, he is going to follow along next to Teth, following you up this hallway
I get two
because
buddy cards.
he's your best. He's your buddy for the next hour.
Yes. All right.
He
Yeah,
likes
yeah.
he likes what we're doing to Thane more
Yeah.
than anything.
Exactly.
What's
Not an enemy.
What's your name, sir? I asked the guard. First and last.
Middle
I have to
name,
be known
lineage.
that I
Aaron's
very
name.
rarely
Middle name.
ask for names. Just want to throw it out there for when you go to TPKS.
Billy, take some inspiration. You can take a point of inspiration. He'll say, "Oh, my name is." Totally changing this character from who he was 3 minutes ago, shoving Teth. My name's Brad.
All right.
Brad Beaverton.
Brad Beaverton. Wonderful, Brad. Yeah, you stay close, especially as we get deeper here into all these cells and all that. It's
I didn't get your name, man.
well, they wouldn't really care. Fern Wellerby. I'll be honest.
Oh,
Give him a
sick.
little handshake. Yeah, we're pretty far.
His
west, I don't-
handshake almost just breaks your hand. He's so strong.
Weird side question. Totally unrelating to this
Sure.
in every way possible. The giant projections of our faces that go in the sky, is it like just our faces or our names attached to those as well?
They were just your faces, but your names were listed off by Cerberus.
That was a while ago, and right, our faces
This is
aren't
more than a couple weeks
continuously
ago.
in the sky, right?
No, it was just projected for that
Okay.
instance.
I'm sure Brad spent most of his time underground, so he probably didn't see it. All right, let's keep walking.
Probably.
Mr. Mudshoveler,
I'm gonna be totally honest.
carry on.
I forgot that Eric's player's name is Brad Archer. So that was not me just looking up at my screen
No.
saying that his name was Brad.
Mm.
No relation. Brads.
I missed
yeah,
a little
Thane
bit.
will continue.
It's resetting, but
Oh,
did we get
yeah,
his
this,
status or crimes from Brad Beaverton?
no,
Brad Beaverton's a
no,
guard.
not yet. Brad Beaverton's a guard. Yeah,
Oh, a guard. Okay, I thought it was
Yeah,
another.
yeah, he's the guard. He's the guard that's charmed by Vern.
Oh, okay.
Which is going to be really sad because once the hour is up, he's going to know that you charmed him.
I know.
He's going to feel so betrayed.
His friendship meant nothing. What about the most interesting
right.
man in the world here? Who's this guy?
Before we get there, I would like to circle back to Urzak and Eric. You are totally eyes free at this point, Urzak. You just avoided detection. What comes next for you / Eric / Warwick?
I just give Warwick a nod, like a nod of acknowledgement, and then walk away.
Okay. He is going to stay
Actually,
in his
Urzak's smart. For a second, he'll turn to Eric, and he'll say, "I don't suppose you have the way to turn him invisible long term." Actually,
My good sir.
He'll say, "If you don't, I do, but it only lasts for an hour."
Don't you have a potion of invisibility? Do you have a potion of invisibility? Yeah.
Sorry, Urzak, I certainly don't have that. Just, you know,
It's all right.
an ability to have an enhanced stealth, but nowhere,
It's all right.
not in
Thanks for the um distraction, be it archaic. Thank you. And Urzak will take the potion out of his pocket and set it inside the cell, just through the cell door, and get up and walk away.
You will see Warwick very quickly rush up to the front of the cell and grab it and assume his previous position. Kind of like kneeling, crouching in kind of like a meditative stance in the middle of the cell. But he will kind of like reciprocate the look. He will not speak, but he will nod back to you and acknowledge that he knows what you're doing. All right, moving up to Thane, who is upset. Brad, Beaverton, Bernadette. Moving up this line here. Again, these are not violent offenders. This guy was picked up for kidnapping. Non-violent. He kidnapped 2 or 3 people at the same time, and none of them were harmed. They were all recovered. And this lady up here was caught gaming a local, like a government lottery system. She was forging lottery tickets, and she was caught. So essentially, like along the lines of fraud or embezzlement of a business type of entity. If you move all the way up into this section, there is one other guy up here.
Yep, let's keep going.
And he was also caught on several counts of fraud. His is slightly different, though. He was a business owner. He was hiking up prices of his equipment, and what he was selling was not what he was telling his buyers it actually was. He was giving them faulty equipment.
Did you turn off the shadows in the map?
No.
Oh.
Did everything open up?
Yeah, but I'm zoomed in, so I can't see anything. But I can see the beginnings of this whole side room over there.
Interesting. Like this way?
Yep, I can see all of that.
Interesting. What is going on?
Yeah, but I'm not moving it because I want to be surprised in case there's some giant monster or something over there.
Why? There's a wall there.
I don't know.
What is happening? I guess I'll just.
Can you guys see too?
No, it looks.
No, it's fine for me.
Just me? It's just me?
Yeah.
What?
It might be the
Man.
spot you're in.
Fern's got the hacks.
Okay. Let me jumped over here. Nope.
Yeah,
I can still
do
see.
that. That's a new one.
Huh. Okay.
What about now?
Nope, I can still see it.
What?
Yeah. I'll just keep my guy where I
That
am
doesn't
right
make
now.
any sense.
I know, but I can
Okay.
see because right now it's zoomed in enough where I see as far as I can see all of the.
It's weird.
What? That doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. That's so strange.
I mean, honestly, my
I wonder if it
screen
has
like
something to do
blips
with.
out all the time, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was just some bug thing. I don't think it's anything on the controls on your end. It's just like sometimes the entire screen goes black for me, and I have to like maximize my window just to make it pop back into view, and it's weird. But
Perfect. Great. Yeah, if you continue all the way down until this dead end down here, there's only one person in these cells that you're coming up on.
okay, but no sign of So I'll just to expedite this process and be like, okay, this all checks out, and the other rooms. I mean, these are all small-time criminals. There is the 3-tier system that we follow in this prison.
Thane will go on to explain that the prisoners on this side, it's a combination of 2s and 3s. He will go on to say that there's only a single level 1 prisoner that they're holding right now.
Okay. Well, in many ways, security of level 1s is the most important of all. So let's take a look at your level 1, Mr. Mudshuffler.
He will make an insight check, Vern. And Teth, you can also make an insight check if you'd like.
Sure.
14.
See if Teth's is higher.
No.
I think this guy's about to get Talos smited. It's gonna happen.
Yep.
He says
Um,
he fights back on one more thing. He's getting the fucking fist of Talos, man.
when
blast,
you
blast him with 2 orbs of the Presidium. Just
and
yeah, yeah, he's
that's-
messing with the wrong 2 party members. When you mention that you want to see the number 1,
mhm.
both of you with a 13 and a 14 get a slight hint that he is a bit nervous, but it doesn't telegraph really on his face. Maybe just like a little body tension. You can't tell if that's a good or bad thing, why he would be nervous. It just seems like there's something within him that does not want to show you that prisoner. But he will carry on nonetheless. Go ahead, Eric.
This is them talking about the level 1, right? So
Correct.
Can Eric sort of ask Thane, what was that blue dragonborn big guy like acting like I don't know what a Dampier dragonborn looks like, right? Like he just looks like a blue dragonborn or something.
Yep.
What was
I suppose to the uninformed, he would look like a blue dragonborn. Yeah.
yeah.
So
I
what
think-
exactly are you asking?
Just asking him about that person as well. Just for our records, so that when we're looking at status of the crisis status of these prisoners and their crimes, we're really just looking for consistency in record keeping. We have no we don't care what people are in for. Just that everything is on the up and up. What was the first guy? Over by the lock. You know.
Vern clears his throat to try to indicate, like, don't bring up the lock incident again.
It was a faulty lock, and we were inspecting it.
Okay. Well, you just said a lot with a little. Let's unpack that.
Right.
Thane, first of all, he's gonna say. So you're saying that you don't care what people are in here for, but you two are saying that I must tell you what people are in here for. Which is it?
Let me be more clear. We're indifferent to. That's all I'm saying. We need to know.
Indifference is pretty far off from forcing me to tell you what people's crimes are.
I guess I'm saying I'm making no judgments on the crimes.
We're non-judgmental prison inspectors.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you specifically asking what his crimes are, or you're just asking what's up with the blue guy?
Oh, I see what you're saying. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm being very miscommunicating. I want to know what his crimes are, all the information. Again, it's for record keeping.
He will. He's gonna kind of like sigh and just. Fine. He was caught trespassing on our grounds. We picked him up yesterday. He was interned in the middle of the day yesterday.
You say he was trespassing just yesterday.
That's what I said.
Do they often come straight down to this level to the prison?
You
How
may have
often
just
do you
caught him you may have just caught him with that question. That was a good question.
How often do you get trespassers too?
Because probably not. Probably not. When you ask him that, he won't have a good answer to that. He doesn't know what to say, because absolutely, just for trespassing without any other they would probably just like kick him out and just send him on his way.
Yeah, if Thane's like having trouble talking, I'll just Thane, if you're telling me what you're telling me is true, you're telling me he came right past the gladiator arena? I'll just call it that, but
Thane, at this point, he's gonna look at you, Vern, and look back at Teth, and look all the way back down at Urzak, and probably Brad Beaverton too. Who's gonna just like shrug? He'll be like, I don't know. I don't know what you want me to do, Doc. And he will say, "Excuse me one moment," and he will hurriedly begin walking back down this aisle.
can I?
No, he won't.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely not.
I'm going to, as soon as
Apprehend that man.
As soon as he like goes beside me, I'm gonna throw my bands of binding at him.
Oh, get him! Okay, what does he have to make?
And when
Dex save?
I think it's strength, isn't it? Or hang on, I gotta look it up again. Still bands of binding.
I'll show you exactly what's gonna fucking happen if this doesn't work. He's gonna get a fucking spear.
I'll make a ranged attack roll with an attack bonus equal to your dexterity modifier plus your proficiency bonus. This is complicated. Okay, so what is that? Ranged attack. Guys, how do I do this?
What are you trying to do?
So, okay. So, I make a ranged attack roll with an attack bonus equal to your dex modifier plus your... So, it's okay. So, it's just +1 plus
It's your
Plus
dexterity plus 5.
proficiency. So so plus 6. So just 20 plus 6. Okay, it's not so bad, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
Add 6 to this, whatever it is. Hey, that's pretty good.
Pretty good.
23.
That's gonna hit.
Right. Now, on a hit, the target is restrained until you take a bonus action to speak the command word to release it. A creature, including the one restrained, can use an action to make a DC 20 strength check to break the steel bands. If it fails, though, any further attempts by that creature automatically fail until 24 hours have elapsed. And I will, as soon as that happens, I'll be like, Brad, cover his mouth. Your employer is
okay.
bad news.
And he'll be like, "All right, man, sounds good." He will physically get on top of Thane and just cover his mouth with his hand, just like put his hand just over his mouth. All of these prisoners, by the way, cheering. They are now making noise.
They're
like,
fuck that guy.
Fuck yeah, fuck that guy, dude, yeah. So much so that immediately
Oh, no.
this guy's running around the corner. Milk room guy.
Oh.
And there are 2 guards in the dining area that will begin to come out.
Urzok's gonna walk up to Thane here and kind of address the guards as they're approaching. But like, hey, talking out loud to Brackle, but in a manner that like everyone else can hear. And just say, "Well, boys, looks like we found our mole after all. Tried to run the last minute there."
Make a deception check.
Ugh.
Oh,
no.
This one, I'll use inspiration. I'll use inspiration this one.
Oh, okay.
We found our mole.
It stops and
That is
winks at
so
everybody.
funny. Camera take.
Deception. No fucking way.
Oof.
Okay. Well,
Oh, wow.
the dice had spoken.
The
Dice
dice
have
have spoken.
Uh,
Yeah, Urzok, I don't know if it's out of overexcitement or just being pumped up by these by these prisoners, or the fact that one of the guards is charmed by Vern and is an open accomplice to you guys right now. You say that just too loud. It's just too loud. Your excitement gets the best of you, and all of these guards hear it. All of them hear it. Maybe not the last guy, but these 2 definitely do down here. And this guy will just turn around, looking back at this guy down here. And he's going to say, "Something's not right here. Lock down the floor." And you will see this guard disappear behind this wall. And less than 10 seconds later,
Can I do something in those 10 seconds?
you sure can. You have 10 seconds to figure out something to do.
Okay. I would like to. What's the range of this? Again, it really sucks.
Actually, with 10 seconds, if I'm giving Urzok 10 seconds to do something, all 4 of you have 10 seconds to think of something if you'd like, or you could just stand and wait to see what happens. For reference, Warwick is still sitting in the middle of his cell as all of this is happening.
We'll do something after people do stuff.
Man,
Okay.
I wanted to like Misty Step and then like run in there and pin the guy, but there's not enough range or movement. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fucking fireball.
Oh my
Okay.
god. Go for it.
I'm throwing a fireball. Measurement. Get me out of the way. It's gonna go like snap. It's gonna go like right in that corner right there.
Okay.
And then it's a 20-foot radius.
All right, so I'm going to put these guys back to where they were then.
To be honest, that's pretty similar to the idea that I have. So
And
just
this
not-
is like when this is after in reaction to the guy going in that room, right?
Yeah. This guy would be... Actually, this guy would probably be moving toward you. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Centered right here.
Why are we moving the people?
Well, I had moved them 10 seconds ahead.
Okay.
I'm just moving them back to where they were. But as you're casting the fireball, this gentleman right here is moving towards you. Okay. You're centering it right here.
I'll be right here.
Okay. What's the range on that?
120 feet. 150 feet.
Sorry. The radius. I meant to say.
I think it's a 20-foot radius. Yeah.
Dex save, right?
There's a dex save 19.
All right. Going from left to right, there are 3 of the guards in that area. There's one directly on the other side of this wall, one right here, and one just inside of this wall. All within range. I'm going to go left to right. Dex saves. Okay. Well,
Our best hope is that these
again-
guys have dick for hit points.
I mean, that makes sense. The guy that's furthest away, he saves. So he takes half damage. The other guys are going to take full damage, though. Roll them bones. Their hit points are not very good, by the way.
37.
Damn, that's a good roll.
Woo!
That was great. That's
You
5, 6,
instantly 37. So he's going to take 18, 17 damage, 18 damage. All 3 of them immediately incinerated. You just...
Jeez. Those 5 6s. God. Of 8d6s.
It's a very good roll. Yeah.
Was
I
it
needed
the-
context. I didn't look at it first. So I was like, 37 is a pretty big number, but
Was Whisper a sneak attack dice?
Yeah.
I mean, roll initiative.
That's fair.
Dang.
It took this long, so
Fucking lock this floor down.
Yeah. All right. So, my mouse just ran out of batteries. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna go grab
Nice.
another double A.
I guess I'm gonna go grab a coffee.
I think I'm gonna
Grab
grab
some
some
water.
I'm gonna pee. It only took 3 weeks to get in combat, Marlos.
I know.
My fan isn't coming through, is it?
I don't hear it.
No.
Jesus. Okay. It's like gonna go off in like 10 seconds anyway. I didn't realize it was so cold outside. Or I should say, 64. It was like just like a bunch of hot air in this room. I was like, oh, crack the window, turn the fan on, just like blow some of the hot air out. And the fan blew for like 30 seconds. It was like, yep, there it is. That's it.
It's all gone.
All right, let's find. Oh, Warwick doesn't have a stat block because Warwick has a character sheet.
I was going to
Because
say,
Billy
I have
played
character-
Warwick one day.
I still have his character sheet.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten just plain old pretzels in a long time. And last week I bought a thing of pretzels that are sourdough for like $7, and I fucking smashed this entire container.
Oh hell yeah.
Like a week.
We got pretzels from Costco a while back. They were just like the Dots seasoned pretzels.
Oh, dude, those are. I want to turn somebody. If I want to turn somebody on to a snack, yeah, those are good. I had those yesterday.
Oh yeah.
They're not my favorite, but they were good if you like a sweet and salty.
What I'm eating right now.
Yeah.
Did
I-
I
this-
miss
the
the
pro-
prologue? Pointed ears guy, is that Visic?
Pointed ears.
Nope.
Oh, the guy at the end with the mask.
Yeah. Oh, was there a mask? I just remember pointed ears, graying hair.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Certainly not Visic.
Okay.
Either that or Visick decided to have an accent one day after this moment in time.
That's the
Yeah,
giveaway.
I think you would know. You would know if it was Visic.
Yeah, the giveaway is when he speaks, obviously. But what about? Oh shit! No, I guess I don't. I don't really have any guesses.
I mean, you would. I guess if you were truly a player watching this outside of the knowledge of the player characters, you would know that it's Zethlo.
Okay. Sweet, dude.
I keep forgetting he's human. I want him to be a gnome so bad.
Yeah.
You said he has pointy ears, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like a gnome.
Like a fucking gnome.
You're onto him, man. You got him.
And he's short.
Got
like a
him.
gnome.
His new artwork is very gnome-like too. Maybe I should just change it so he's a gnome. So I suppose it would make more sense for him to be an artificer.
His intelligence bonuses. Yep.
But maybe
There you go.
Maybe he's half gnome.
Yeah, there we go. We'll say half gnome, half human.
That my other campaign, there was we had just started new characters recently, like a couple months ago, and somebody had the idea to have a I don't know any of the racial stats or how they worked it out, but they basically have a drowling, which is like a half drow, half tiefling hybrid.
Oh, that's sick.
And I was like, that's a really cool idea. Then it's just like, you have a white human woman like playing the most vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that's more vanilla is if I was a fighter, human fighter.
Yeah. I can't find Warwick's character sheet to add him in here.
Is it because
I'm just gonna go.
Is it because I claimed him?
Oh, maybe.
Hold on. Let me make a copy.
Yeah, that totally
Wait.
happened because I claimed a girl Aaron made for me at some point, and she's in my characters now.
Now the real question is, how do you unclaim?
Rayleigh.
How do you unclaim a character? That's a real question.
You could.
Well, you can unassign them if they're in the campaign. You might have to join the campaign with him.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think I'll have to invite you to the campaign again, or you can join the link with Warwick, because he
Yeah.
is not in the campaign anymore.
Yeah, I definitely have him. Yeah, I'll just do that.
Oh, he does look like Leonidas. That's hilarious.
Oh yeah, I looked at him for like 5 minutes and I was like, "Who the fuck is this guy? He looks so familiar." It finally hit me.
I'm changing his name right now.
Leonidas. All right,
Just
you
like
should
George-
be.
It looks like George Clooney, dude. Like
You should
Yeah,
be.
to me. Yeah.
George Leonidas.
This guy up here kind of looks like somebody, but it's not bothering me as much as Leonidas.
Hmm.
There he is. Okay, now you can unclaim.
How do I do that?
That is a good question.
If you go to the
Yeah.
campaign itself, with all of our
Yep.
characters listed,
Yeah.
Warwick, it should have an unassign option.
Unassigned. Okay. Confirm.
Oh, perfect.
So, yep, he is now unassigned.
I gotta say,
Okay,
guys,
well-
I unless you can correct me, I think that's the first fireball I've ever cast as a player in 5th edition.
I think it's definitely the first
Definitely
I've heard
Urzak, 100%. But I'm talking about like all D&D 5th edition. I don't know if I've ever cast a fireball.
I've never cast a fireball. I've thrown a fireball. Bead.
You've done Firestorm. I don't think you've done Fireball.
I've done the firestorm, yeah.
Yeah.
Fireball.
I've actually done a couple of firestorms, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I did one with as Rayleigh. We were just talking about. I think the Whisperer had the. I think he used that at some point. The little crystal.
Oh yeah, that was on fucking Fuckface, the dragon. God, what's his name? Venom Fang.
Venom Fang, yeah.
You used it on the on him and his little fucking lackeys.
Yeah, that's right. I
Melted those nerds.
don't think Tarlock ever fired off a fireball. I guess if anybody would have done it, it would have been him.
Not his. You mostly use like charm stuff.
Yeah, that was him for sure. And I think Graham actually had fireball as well, but I don't think he ever actually used it either.
Yeah.
The one encounter we get to play with those characters.
Yeah.
Man, that really sucks when you like put like a lot of time and thought and effort into making a character, and you really, really like the character, and then it just doesn't work out.
Hmm.
Yeah, I had the same thing with Lystra.
Yeah,
Graham was your like pyrotechnics guy
yeah.
for the. Okay.
Artificer.
I was thinking of reviving Sima, that lizard folk druid, with my wildfire
God.
idea. Yeah.
I don't remember everything about Sima, but I remember being like the guitarist with like the crazy fingers.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
him like them being at the airport, and he's like, "I'm gonna grow a tree here."
Sir, you can't
Oh
do that
my
over.
god.
Can't
The
do that
staff.
over airspace.
Woodland
That's
staff.
so
Yeah.
funny.
All
All
right.
right.
If I ever tried to describe Brad as a player to somebody, that's the moment I would pick.
Nice.
Growing a tree at an airport.
Then followed by the dog piss. Now.
There you go.
A little 1-2 punch.
I just like Barlow's
All
just
right.
like, what the fuck? What do I do now? Like, how do I react to
Yeah.
that?
I
Like,
was
figure it
thinking-
out, dude.
I was thinking like, if I was a DM right now, what the hell would I do? And my answer was like, take a 5-minute break and figure it out.
Yeah, I'm just repositioning because like fireball, how you got to think like fireballs are probably pretty loud, right?
Yeah,
I would
I would.
imagine.
It's an explosion
Yeah,
that's rocking the foundation of the. And you cast it like in between 3 walls, so it's
Yeah.
doing damage to the walls. 3 people were killed in front of another. Like this guy just watched at least 2 other guards evaporate.
Here's the real question that I actually didn't think about. Oh man, Warwick is like just safe.
Yep.
Because I just looked at the spell description and it goes around walls.
It goes around walls. Yeah.
Warwick casts watery sphere and hops inside of it.
Yeah.
His tattoo allows him to cast watery sphere.
I do like what, like I got this guy's watery sphere on Warwick, and then I try to bring him through the cell bars. He just keeps staying into the cell bars. The water keeps like it's not working. I want watery sphere to work for every situation.
When you did
I'm
knock,
currently
Knock, yeah, that's what Urzak did.
whenever you did that, was that roll? Was that like to be sneaky about it? The one that you rolled, Billy? For
Yeah.
the knock? Okay.
Yeah.
Which one? The one that
Whatever
I
you
rerolled,
did
or the
not-
one that I didn't reroll?
The one that you didn't.
Yeah, that was a sneak roll.
The sneak, yeah. I was thinking because I've never had access, or well, never used knock, and I was like, I didn't think it was a contested thing. Because I missed what that.
It's
roll was
not.
for.
No.
No, it's not.
It's only verbal as well. No somatic or material components.
Yeah, he opened the door just fine. The lock was not the problem. The guy seeing him do it, that was the problem.
He was whispering
Okay.
sweet nothings to a lock, and then the lock made it.
Yeah. All right. We have Thane, who is restrained. Let's do this piece by piece so I know what I'm doing. Thane is restrained. I'm going to name this guy. This is Brad. All right. You are. Oh, you already rolled. Jeez.
Yeah, initiative.
Okay. Yeah, what a large amount of things to think about all at the same time.
Isn't it funny how such a small dumb decision can make such ripples?
I know.
Yeah, fuck this. I
So
cast
good, though.
Fireball.
Right, 22 for Teth.
Honestly, I
Very-
was looking through all of my spells in my kit to be like, how can I stop this guy from doing whatever he's about to do? And it was either that or magic missile. Oh, you know what? I don't even have.
16, 12.
Do you have to have like sight of someone if you have Gem's magic missile? Yeah. So I have Jim's
I
magic
don't
missile,
know.
so I couldn't even cast it because I have to see him for that.
All right, Warwick. We're gonna roll initiative for him.
What was your first plan before Fireball? Like if you had more movement? Trying to
Yeah,
remember.
if I can Misty Step.
Misty Step. Mm-hmm.
I also considered doing haste because that would give me an extra action and more movement speed. But even with the more movement speed, it doubles me to 60, which is still not enough to do that and then have an action to grab him.
I mean, I could give you Long Strider.
You could have.
10 feet.
I mean, even 70 feet's not enough.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's immolated now, so.
Yeah. He is stopped. I realistically had to have, probably 90, 100 feet of movement. And then an action to do something.
Ah, you need to be Tabaxi. Ah, okay.
Grow.
All right, top of the initiative order, we have Thane restrained on the ground in front of you, Brad Beaverton, who is on your side until one of you either purposely or accidentally injures him, or like 56 minutes, and one guard in your sight for right now. You also have 4 gray area innocent bystanders, and Warwick down here in the cell. Keth, it is your turn.
So to clarify, the one guard was basically like, "Hey, put this place on lockdown," and then they started to move back into this room where Urzok proceeded to fireball them, and basically they all turned into smoldering corpses.
Yes.
Is there a line of sight of all the bodies, or did they get around the corner before?
They are. The body that you could see was right here. He is straight up ash. There is nothing left.
Okay.
He was right. It was this guy down here. That's on the other side of this wall. He's definitely gone above table. If you went down and checked, you could probably find some remains because he saved. But these 2 guys over here, it was more than double their hit points that they took. So they just.
Yeah. I guess I was trying to figure out, like, wherever they were running, like if they were running into this room here, the milk room, would I have been able to tell where they were running to supposedly go set the alarm off or lock down the facility?
You would be able to tell that the person he told to go get it went through this door.
Okay.
That's for sure.
All right. So, that being the case, Teth feels great about his allies. He's going to move 5, 10. Can he get past? Oh, I guess he can go here. 15, 20, 25. Does he get a opportunity thing since he's restrained?
Thane. Restrained just means that he has 0 movement, huh? So he technically could.
Yep.
Yeah. Thane is going to try and reach out and just like swipe at your ankles.
Okay.
Joke is that if he was standing, he would be swiping at your ankles too.
That's true. He's swiping at the bases of your feet. Really, he's just gonna. He notably left his crossbow at the desk. He does not have his crossbow with him, but he will take a swipe with his hand axe.
Yeah.
A 21.
Misses.
Great. Nothing happens to you.
keep on chugging. Going into a dead sprint, 25, 30. Gonna bonus action Misty Step. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then, was I privy of the Warwick Lot conversation?
You were not. You were facing the opposite direction.
Damn.
You definitely heard about the kerfuffle about the lock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
Okay. Yeah.
actually
I
happened,
think
but
that's enough. It's probably enough to be like, okay, he was obviously, doing something with the lock.
I would give that
and-
to you, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's enough. Yeah, I think that's enough to kind of come to that. Then action 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Start coming down this way.
Great.
That's all.
Well, you can't smell anything, so never mind. You don't smell the scent of burning flesh.
or really hot milk.
Really?
really hot milk. Got it.
Super heated lactose just lining the floor. It's so slippery in there now. Gross. That takes us to Urzok.
Yeah, I'm not used to going this soon. I know where the keys are at on Thane.
He did show you before, and he just kind of like has them on his belt.
Okay. What I would like to do is like go up, take the keys off him, and chuck him to Vern.
Okay. Make an athletics check. He's going to attempt to contest.
Natural 20. It is 30.
Yeah. It it's so strong that it just like gives him a burn on his hand from trying to just like grab at the connector to his pants.
Still a little fire on my fingertips there.
Yeah. He'll pull his hand back right away.
Hot hand.
Yeah, I want to toss the keys to Vern and say, me and Teth and Brackle can hold things down here. Go find Zethlo.
Oh. Okay. I'll do that and drag Eric with me when it's my turn.
And then I guess with my the rest of my movement, I'm just gonna go square up with this guy. Does he look like he's being aggressive? I assume. Does he have a weapon drawn?
He does have his weapon drawn. Yeah, right when as he saw the fireball streaking past his face, he would have drawn his weapon for sure.
I guess I'll square up with him and just say, "Don't have to do this."
Give me an intimidation check.
13.
And I'm going to contest that against his insight. Which is what? Wisdom?
I think so. Yeah.
15. He is not buying it. He's gonna stick it out and stand right up to you.
Tried. Yeah, I assume that's my turn. I assume ruffling through Thane and throwing keys is probably an action.
Yeah, I'll count that. Next up is Thane. Who who is next to Thane? Vern, you are probably the only one that will see this. You're going to see that Thane will put both of his hands up to his head, and his eyes are going to glow kind of like a bluish, purplish for a few seconds. He's not going to say anything, and that's all he's going to do, because that's all he can do.
Oh,
You don't have counterspell, do you?
no. It's not.
Did he have bands of binding on him?
He does. He is prone and restrained to the ground.
So his hands aren't like tied.
Yeah. So he only has the prone and restrained conditions, so he can still take actions. He just has 0 movement speed until he breaks out, which notably he did not even try to do.
I thought Brad Beaverton was asked to cover his mouth.
Yeah.
Is that
but this
also
isn't- Yeah, Brad Beaverton's covering
Yep.
his mouth, but his eyes are glowing. This is.
okay?
Brad Beaverton doesn't have counterspell. I really hope that he's sending a message to Maxine.
He's like, I'm here. I'm still here.
I am Maxine.
Except it would never reach her, right? Because of the magical barriers in that room.
Yeah.
It would not reach her in that
Does he
room.
look,
no.
Does he look frustrated, like he's trying to communicate with somebody, but is wrinkling his brow, like he's struggling?
You're right next to him, so I won't make you roll. He looks incredibly satisfied.
Oh no.
He looks at peace with what he assumes is going to be a swift death at this point.
Oh. For himself? Like he's like.
I mean, Urzak just killed 3 guards. He's
Oh,
going to
yeah.
assume that he's next.
What is this?
Ready
stuff?
to
What
go
is-
see Mammon.
Yeah, he's about to go meet his Lord and Savior, Mammon.
I guess it's not really my problem, so I'll let them take care of it. I'm just gonna follow Urzak saying, like, go find him. Which I think splitting up is not a good idea for poor fragile Vern, but Urzak said it with such confidence that.
You got Eric. Eric's the tank of the party.
Oh, it is true. It is true.
He's untouchable.
All right. Whose turn is it?
That's my responsibility to to keep that going. Eric.
Oh, okay. Am I aware of that? That was just Vern seeing that, isn't it?
It doesn't matter. You heard Urzak yell, so maybe.
What did
you'll
Urzak yell?
That to go. He tossed the keys to me and said, "Go find Zethro."
Yeah.
So,
I'm with you on that mission.
all right, you should definitely run ahead then, so I can be behind you.
Oh, what the fuck was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I was Damn, Urzak and everyone. I wish Brackle were here. I could give him the item, maybe. I guess Urzak will be fine, but Warwick's gonna be fine. I was gonna give an item, a martial weapon that I have that I don't use for Warwick. Yeah, like a spare weapon I have.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea because he doesn't have any of his weapons on him.
That would be the Wind Ripper Katana. I could assume with his martial training he could use a long sword.
Indeed, he can.
Okay. It'd be funny just to like toss it to Vern. Like, but Vern, your guard friend, do you think he'll take this over to our, Dragonborn Dampier?
He's kind of pinning Thane down right now. I don't think he's going to do that, but.
Oh, that's right. So he's covering his mouth.
He's
So
also
what do
holding
I
Vern's
just
friend.
I just toss this longsword over to Vern, who's already got the keys. Like, here, trade me.
It's-
And when you can't, toss the katana down to, I don't know. Fuck.
I can leave something for work if you want to do something else, Brad.
Yeah, my entire
That's
inventory is
brilliant,
weapons.
As Eric
Okay.
reaches for this wind sword or
I
whatever,
see.
Vern's gonna shake his head no. Like
Yeah, not happening.
no,
Okay,
no, Eric. Just that way.
nice.
We need to find them.
Zethlo. I'll mouth Zethlo.
All right, so yeah. I kind of want to cast this spell and use it on myself. Long strider, so I'm going to give myself 10 feet of movement, extra movement for an hour.
Oh, that's kind of nice. Second level, you can add one additional creature. I wonder who that could be.
Actually, hold on. You don't understand. I have no second level spells because
That's
I
okay.
wasted them on just, we were all deafened for a second. I used like 2 or 3 lesser restorations.
Oh right.
Oh yeah.
But I do have natural recovery at a short rest. We can get that.
That's right. Vern will huff and puff and try to keep with you.
No,
I'm sure you could probably squeeze in a short rest before this combat starts.
Okay, so I do have 3rd level, and Vern is right next to me. I will touch him as well. Doesn't mean I have, so I waste to target. But anyway.
That's all you are,
Get-
Vern.
get
Just a waste.
Get George Leonidas here.
How about, was Zapdos count as another creature? I could touch Zapdos and Vern.
Do you have Zapdos with you, Vern?
Yeah.
Is he back with
I
you?
got him back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Zapdos is a creature, yeah. Is there
Oh.
a size restriction? Because Zapdos is tiny.
let's touch a creature. The target's speed increases by 10 feet till the spell ends. At higher levels, cast the spell uses higher. One additional creature for each slot level. I don't see any.
Zapdos is fast. It's
All right,
gonna be
boom.
real fast.
Boom. 1 hour. So I've got 45 feet of movement.
All right. Anything else?
Okay, who is this guy? This is not Zflow, that's for sure. This green guy.
He's not Seathlow.
Okay.
He's the fraudulent salesman.
Oh, gotcha. Nice to meet you.
In the thick of like running around this prison looking for Seathlow. Nice to meet you. Pleasure.
Okay. Oh, I think I did that wrong.
Did you had too many feats?
No, I'm just.
You're never gonna live that down, Brad.
Yeah, that's true. That's fine. I deserve it. Okay. So by 45 feet, I've made it here with an action dash.
Eric, as you move into this room, what you see is not at all what you would have assumed would fill this space. This is a. I guess you can't. Is there a wall right there? Are you right up against a wall?
Okay, so you're saying what as I come into the room? So like back here.
Actually, let me look and see what you would have seen. So you can kind of see like right here is the edge of your vision.
Mm-hmm.
Into here. So you see this section right here. That is the same level as you. Everything else is drop off. It is a hole in the ground.
Ah.
So that goes down. You cannot, from where you are, see a bottom. As far as you know, it is a ways down. How far does your vision extend? How far can you see?
I mean, on my screen, I see over to here and even here. You see those pings?
Can you see this?
I can see right up to this. But I also, so like I had that movement, right? So it was 10.
Make a perception check, Eric.
I still have 20 feet of movement, but yeah. Let's do that.
Let's see how high this is. With an 18, I'm going to say that's not quite high enough from all the way across a chasm.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell as you're running past, kind of like getting around up to the top of this map, you can tell that there are other creatures in these cells over here, and they are scrambling. They heard some type of explosion and banging on the doors, rattling the bars, trying to get out. You also don't see any guards over here.
All right. So I have about 20 feet of movement.
Okay.
So if I notice this chasm, you think if I turn down here to come out and inspect the whole room, is that good?
Yep.
Okay. So I come over here and take a look at and try to notice the creatures, banging for escape or whatever.
As you run up to the edge of the chasm, you look over, and it's just black down there. No discernible floor. And as you're looking, kind of trying to just make heads or tails of what this is, you glance across the chasm, and for the first time in years, following many, many disagreements of varying degrees of a mess and anger, you see the gaunt, starved, and burned face of your brother, Halbarad II, directly across from you in a cell.
Hmm.
Hey,
Hmm.
nice to see you.
Hey, nice to see
Now, Eric,
Pleasure.
completely turned, I guess. Paylor, do my eyes deceive me? And is that you,
Are you
Halbert?
casting augury?
No. a shout out. Halbrad, is that you?
And with the remainder of your turn,
Mm-hmm.
you will see him stop banging on the door to his cell and look through these bars. This is a barred wall.
Oh, I just realized my fucking turn. Damn it. Because I cast an action long strider, I can't have an action dash.
Oh yeah.
What am I doing?
I was thinking of Expeditious Retreat. I think you can.
Bonus action.
Yeah, that's bonus action. Damn.
I'm invested in this now.
What am I doing?
So the first
I'll
act
let
in
it
that
go.
moment.
Damn.
It's just Longstrider. 10 feet of movement isn't worth reversing this. Yeah, you'll see him put his hands around the bars, and he definitely hears you. He will lock eyes with you in acknowledgement. And that's going to take us to Warwick's turn. Before Warwick goes, Teth, you did say that you could toss a weapon his way. I will let you retroactively change your path and end up at the same spot on your turn if you would like.
Yeah, it would probably be more him. I mean, he thinks the door is fine, right? So you can just go through
Yeah.
the door. So I think
Yep.
as Teth's running that way, he's dropping one of the collapsible tridents
Okay.
he has in his inventory,
Cool.
which is thrown versatile.
I will add that to Warwick's sheet real quick.
Really wanted to pick up whatever manic torturing rake device this is.
A Bident.
Yeah, it's something crazy.
Yeah, that looks like a weird cattle prod almost. It's actually just a long-stemmed lute, just like a little harp. It's like-
The picking is
yeah,
stationary, and you just move the loop itself across the apparatus.
Warwick is going to bust down this door. He's going to run right out, and he's going to grab the trident, and he will fall in right behind you, Teth. No commentary. You guys both know that you're warriors. You understand that the other knows what they're doing. He does not know that lately you've started going insane, but he's going to trust you anyway. It is going to be implicit for the time being. And that's going to be his... actually, I don't know. Does he have bonus actions? Who knows? It's been clearly a long time since I've done anything with this.
Outside of rage.
Oh, yeah, he'll rage. Bonus action rage.
Hell yeah.
He will rage. And that brings us to all of the guards. Starting with Brad Beaverton, he is just going to use his action to look up at Vern. He's going to ask you what you think he should be doing, because he, at this point, turned on his boss, and then the people he turned on his boss for killed 3 of his friends. So he is friendly to you, and will pretty much do what you ask him if he feels like that is okay, but he is not under your command. So he's going to ask you, what's going on? What are we going to do here, or from here?
Vern will say, "You're doing great. Really proud of you. This goes so much deeper than you know. But you trust my brother," and I'll point to Urzak, like, brother in spirit.
He'll with his hand that he's not using to cover Thane's mouth, he'll do that back to you and just like chest pound himself, and he's just gonna lock himself down on top of Thane, and that's where he's gonna stay. As for this guy, he was not threatened by you, Urzak, so he is going to attempt to take 2 weapon attacks. He's just going going for broke. First one is a 21. The second one is a 16. Both of those miss. And he realizes he made a mistake, and he's going to attempt to run away.
He's gonna run into the back of Warwick. It's like, oh, this is not better.
Yeah, he'll turn around just in time to see Warwick pick up the trident. He's like, oh, god damn it. So he's actually just going to stop halfway between the two of you, and that's going to be his turn. Which brings us
gotta take an
absolutely
attack opportunity there.
please
Oh
go
my
for
God.
it.
Oof. Is that a crit?
Bloody.
Oh no!
Yeah, that's a crit.
Yeah. Jesus
Oof.
Christ.
Yeah.
20 points force damage.
Yeah, he. I'm gonna say he just as he goes to turn around, the last thing he sees before you just like brutally cut the tendons in his legs. Like he sees Warwick grab the trident, but he just falls down. So he's still alive, but we're gonna say he's prone. He is in bad shape. Bad shape.
Oh, he might live then. Maybe.
You might.
Be debilitated for the rest of his life.
Right.
You gave him a chance.
That was a big hit. Vern Wellaby.
Everything seems good here, so I will. I will dash to try to catch up with Eric.
Okay.
Is the +10 after all the movement, or is that part of my doubled for dash?
That counts for dash as well. So it's just
Okay.
it's like your movement speed is 10 feet higher. Yep.
Right. Jeez. Okay. I don't know how far that is.
Well, he doesn't even know.
I mean, would I be pretty close to Eric though? I mean, he was just like 5 feet ahead of me, right? He didn't do anything special.
I kind of did. I kind of
Oh.
did an
Oh, you
extra
did?
dash, but you're not
Oh, you did
using
an
your
extra
action like
dash.
I am. So
Okay.
I messed up.
Who
Yeah.
knows? Who knows what Eric did? Eric's turn was saved by an irreversible familial narrative arc.
Okay, so I'm at 55.
I
right
will
now.
say because you would have gone with Eric, I'll put you up here. You can be right behind Eric.
Okay.
That is fine with me.
Awesome.
You also see this great expanse, quite a ways across. You
And-
also can look down into this pit and not see the bottom.
I don't want to look in the pit. I want to look into the massive cage and figure out, is there like a Z-Flow in it? Like just a big Z-Flow or like a tiny Z-Flow in a massive cage, or is there something else?
There is not a Z-Flow, small or large. There looks to be make an Arcana check.
Team.
19. There, it looks like what could be best described as a swirling cloud of smoke inside. With a 19, you would you can kind of draw from your studies as a child. This looks very elemental-like.
Okay. That's my turn.
We are going to circle back to Teth.
Before I start running further, I'm just going to do a quick peek behind me. See the situation, see that we kind of split off, and Urzok is just fell. The main guard. So he feels comfortable with Urzok and charmed Brad Beaverton to just deal with Thane if he did pose any real threat. He is going to keep on moving.
Okay.
So 5, 10. Is that a guard?
That is a guard.
What is he doing? He's sucking up some milk, or
He just on the floor lapping it up.
yeah.
He loves it extra steamed, fireball style. No, he just witnessed this other guy get vaporized. So he was probably over by this table at some point. He is moving for this door.
Okay. 5, 10. Gonna go ahead and is there a door here too? Hold on, let me point. This is a door you said?
That is a door.
Okay. Once again, let's see what spell slots I got. Yeah. Is it a action to open a door? Is that a thing, or is it just kind of a movement based add-in?
That is a good question.
Assuming it's not locked. I mean, realistically, Tess are going to try to run through it
I don't
anyway,
know.
like Kool-Aid Man, anyways. But
Right. Let's see.
Like you interact with an object that you get.
yeah,
Oh yeah, that'd be an object interaction. Yeah, I would say that's an action.
I thought there was like a sort of like a free action, interact with an object. Sort of like when you grab your sword or.
yeah, there's certain ones that it calls out. I just don't remember what any of them are.
The use an object action, such as drawing a sword. When an object requires your action for its use, you take the use an object action. What a vague and cyclical, dumb thing to write.
Yeah,
for,
it's kind of weird.
for the description of this. This action is also useful when you want to interact with more than one object on your turn. That doesn't make any sense. This is all just that. What a horrible thing. I'm going to look it up. No, I'm just going to say that opening a door is an action. That's easier.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to say in the moment. And if I'm wrong later, then we can fix it later.
Perfect. So, move 10 foot. Oh, let's see. Higher, low, higher, low. We're going to go. All right. He's going to keep on steamrolling. Going to upcast Misty Step again.
Okay.
Because the spell slots are a thing. Move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's 15 feet there of movement. Open this door and see what's on the other side. Nice.
As you go through, you see two guards immediately to your left. And you are going to be hit with a longsword attack from this guy and a crossbow attack from this guy, which they were holding.
Perfect.
Or readying.
Do it. Shoot me.
I can get all of my tabs in the right spot. That's going to be a nat 20 for 23.
That hits.
Jesus. For 4 slashing damage, because he rolled a 1 for damage. Dang. And then the other one would be a crossbow attack. And that misses.
Okay. Yep, just that was 15 feet. Right. Is this a door below me?
It is a door below you, yes.
Okay. And these two, whenever I came in, they seemed to be guarding, readying the door, essentially.
Yep.
And
They were kind of positioned, ready for whatever to come through any of the 3 of these doors.
oh, 3 doors. Okay. Oh yeah, there's door. Okay.
Yep.
And so I got another 10 foot. I'm gonna move here if I can.
Yep.
And that is action door, move, misty step, all done.
Great. We're going to move on to Urzak.
Urzak's going to turn back to Mr. Beaverton and say, keep an eye on this one, pointing at the guy on the ground over here.
Okay.
And he's going to turn to Ragnar as well and say, you two, keep an eye on him.
Ragnar will be like, yes, sir.
And I'm just going to fucking get in the action, or try to. We'll dash to move the next 30 feet here.
Right.
I think that's my turn.
Cool. That brings us to... Oh, Thane is next. He's not doing anything. Eric,
How is
I trust
my,
that your speed is figured out at this point.
yeah, it's It's just that I can't cast a spell on an action and action dash. That I'm sorry. When I'm looking at my brother, and how does he look? Is he beat up like the? Is this
He
reminiscent
looks
of
like he's in
Green?
pretty bad shape. He
Hmm.
has been here for a while, as you know from the roster. He definitely looks much thinner than you remember him being in your past. His hair is longer. His beard has grown out. You can see, even from across where you are, your perception is good enough that there are burns on his body where his skin is exposed. Nothing surface level that you can see as far as current wounds. Like, he's not bleeding. He doesn't look like he's he's not lacerated anywhere.
Oh, he's scarred up.
But he's seen some shit since the last time the two of you have been in the same room.
I'll just shout to him like, "Don't worry, we're here to get you out of here. We know that this prison is a sham, and we've apprehended Thane for the time being."
He will look back at you. He won't. He'll kind of put both of his hands up, like around the bars, and you'll see him kind of like go to say something. Um, almost like he might not have the voice to get something across to you from that distance. So he will hold back. But you see that he is engaged with you, and you can tell that he recognizes you. So at least cognitively, he is there.
Vern, would I guess realistically would Zapdos be able to take the keys over to unlock Halberad?
I can fly over there.
You can fly. Okay. So I'll just say to Vern, looks like my brother's across the way, and I'll continue to look for Z-Flow. As far as I can tell, the other creatures on the other side don't appear to be Z-Flow. I may have to go straight down where I see, like the guard down here, and investigate further. Meet me there.
Straight down.
Straight down. Looks like my only path. Looks like there's a drawbridge, undrawn or folded up.
Yes.
Across the chasm.
Which Teth, I just put a door in because you wouldn't be able to see past that bridge right now. It is fully up.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you're paying attention to your screen shutting out a little bit further.
But
yes, Eric,
yeah.
that is a drawbridge at the end.
It appears there may be another connecting hall from the side where Halberad's cell is. Sort of across down here, it looks like.
All right, we'll meet you down there.
All right. Eric keeps moving on. That's 45 feet. To dash. Make it over here and in front of this guard. But I have to. Pretty sure I end my turn. Yeah, I'll end my turn. I don't have a bonus action I can use right now. So yeah.
Oh, you ran down. Gotcha.
Sorry, yeah, I ran down.
Gotcha. All right, that brings us to Warwick, who is just going to. He'll see Urzak kind of pass him up for a second. And as he turns this corner, Urzak, you will hear him just in passing kind of call out to you. Just a quick thank you for opening his door.
Urzak will respond and say, we've got to stop meeting in such distress.
He will smile, nod an acknowledgement, and he will toss your potion back to you.
Oh, yeah.
And he is going to get right here, and he's going to throw his trident right into this guy. If I remember how to operate a character sheet.
What is this?
Oh, I have to. Jesus Christ. I have to equip the trident. God.
Yeah.
15. Is that going to hit? I don't think so. It does not. He throws his trident, and it sticks into one of these barrels back here. And that is going to be his turn. He's going to try and square up with this guy.
Beat his ass with his fist.
Yeah. All right, that brings us to all of the soldiers that are on the board right now. We're going to go from bottom to top. This one down here is going to see Urzok that you are sticking out of this doorway. He's going to run up and try and engage you right away. He's going to meet you in the doorway and take a swing at you, because he doesn't know what he's doing. 2 swings, actually. It's multi-attack. Two misses, just as we assumed would happen. Then we're going to move on to this guy. He will narrowly be missed by a trident and take 2 attacks at Warwick. (21) and an 11. The 21 does hit, so he is going to deal some damage. I will just say 7 damage to Warwick. And Teth, we are up to you. Guy number 1 is going to take 2 attacks.
The pew pew or
17 and 11. They are both going to attack you with swords this time. The first guy misses both of them. The second one is a 20 and a 13. Both of those are going to miss completely. And this guy up here is going to fire 2 bolts at you, Eric, from where he is.
Mhm.
Both of which will miss. The second one is going to jam his crossbow on a nat 1. And that's it for now. This guy is taking no actions up here. He is just existing, kind of crawling around. And that brings us to Vern.
I will. Wait, I can still do a bonus action when I'm dashing, or no?
Yeah. Your dash would be an action. So you have your movement, your dash is an action, which doubles your movement, and then you still have a bonus action available.
Okay, I will sprout my dragon wings, and I
Perfect.
will dash to get here in front of this door. And I'm assuming this is the guy. Not trying to be like, having my decision be racially motivated, but I saw where he pointed. I see the sea elf, and I'm like, this is my guy. Because are these also all cages filled with people?
They only have only the ones with icons in them. No. They are
these are
hanging
empty.
cages though.
Oh, okay.
They are empty.
Oh, that makes it really easy to
because
tell where I'm going to.
As you hit the midpoint here, where your point of crossing, I need you to make a strength saving throw, please, Vern.
Strength saving throw.
The reason being, you are flying through this, and as you get to the midpoint, there is a channel of wind that is that catches you off guard.
Okay, and it's okay. It's like part of a whoa. My screen is not operating correctly. I'll just stay where I am. Okay. Strength. Saving throw or check or what did you? I'm sorry.
A strength save, please.
Okay. Well, I get no bonuses to this one, and that's bad. 4. I'll just move my guy.
Vern, as you attempt to, we'll say, yeah, you were kind of right there. As you attempt to cross this midline, you are pushed 15 feet this way.
Okay, it's not so bad.
and you fall down to the ground, which I don't know how far up you were from.
Not that high. I land
Okay.
gracefully.
Yeah, I won't give you any fall damage, but you are now standing on this platform, being pushed consistently back towards this pit,
That's
which is open. The drawbridge is up, so there is no safety at the end of this structure.
Too bad I don't have wings. Oh wait, I have wings. So I'm not too afraid. Maybe I start falling, but then I'll correct myself.
Just hold
did I
on to
get
the
a
keys,
sense
Vern.
when I was flying? Oh god, yeah. When I was flying, when I was flying over the pit, did I get a sense as to how deep it was? Because I could like kind of look down as I'm flying.
It is totally black. There's no way of telling.
Is it
Person in the world?
Vern and I with dark vision for half elf and sea elf?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Brackle.
So it appears like. Does it appear like dim light to us?
Yeah, I would say it appears like dim light. For those of you that have dark vision, um, I guess it's dimly lit, and you would assume that it is further than 60 feet deep.
Okay, that is fair. I end my turn.
That is going to bring us to a new addition to the initiative order. Vern, at the top of the round, you notice the giant cage to your north rattles a bit.
Oh no!
On to Teth.
Just tell him to chill.
Yeah.
Just talk him down.
Stop!
Charm the elf.
No, stop!
Yeah. Tetha is going to try and drive his elbow through this guy's face.
Yeah, do it.
How do I make attack rolls again? What is his character? What is he? Plus 10? Okay, that's not bad. This was I forgot to say this before the session, but this was the weekend where I play so much D&D I fucking about explode. I had
Oh,
a Saturday
yeah.
game, 8-hour Saturday game, 8-hour Sunday game, and then the game today, and I'm just like, I don't know who the
Jeez.
fuck I'm playing.
Who am
Okay.
I?
Who am I? 22.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
All right. I'll drop a level 1 Divine Smite. It's a little tap. So that's another, I think it's 2d8. God, I don't even remember how Smite works. Yep, 2d8 for base Radiant. An improved Divine Smite. Plus my modifier. Damn.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, uh, your fist goes clean through the guy. He's undone in totality.
Perfect.
All right, what are you going to do to the other guy?
The other guy, he's gonna turn around and just make his hand into like a spear, and he's gonna drive it like into the in between like the armor plates, like between his neck, and where his armor is basically like there's a basically a weak point right in between like the plating and then the helmet. He's gonna just drive his because he's tall, right? So he's just gonna drive his hand straight through that point in his neck, or attempt to. So we'll see how that works. Yep, 26.
Yeah. You certainly can do that.
And drop another level 1. Mark those both off real quick before I forget. That's 2 level 1s. $23 for that one. 23 damage.
Both of them gone. Both of them gone.
Bonus action. Yeah. Ooh. Bonus action. Keep everything moving. Harness divine power. Regain a 3rd level. Start juicing back up. And
Perfect.
there's a door down here, right?
Yep.
Okay. So there's a door down there. There's like a big door bridge up here,
Yes.
which it looks like a drop bridge, but it's just up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does it look like there is like a place to mess with it on this side to like lower it?
Not that you can see.
Okay. And do I actually see this vision behind these statues?
Yeah.
Okay. So I can tell there's something behind them, or is it like clearly a walkway that I can get through to?
Clearly it's a walkway. Yeah.
Okay. It kind of looked like the statues are like blocking it, almost like a secret kind of thing.
It's
So I
not a
wasn't sure.
secret. They are not complete walls.
Yeah. Just so more for to give Urzok a I don't know if any of you ever played. I know Billy did, but like Metal Gear with was it Cyborg Ninja? It's like the encounter. It's like all these dead bodies in a hallway,
God, yeah.
just like brutally murdered. In an attempt to recreate that scene, Teth is just gonna keep on moving, just walking on top of this guy. Just starts rage running. 5, 10. So I can go here. Is that correct, TM?
Yep. I need a dexterity saving throw if you are moving into that position, please.
Yep. I'm definitely moving. I'm gonna attempt to try to move through it anyways. Dex. Hey, this character saves are all great because it's a paladin. Till I roll a 2. There it is. Roll the 2.
Oh no.
Okay. Give me
What's a
1
crit?
second.
Okay.
I think
Two.
if you call your roll,
I'll
succeed automatically.
actually. I'll use. Well, no. Let's see what happens. I was thinking about using inspiration, but well, actually, I don't know. Hold on. Yeah, would you let me use inspiration roll to reroll that?
Yes.
I don't want anything to slow down the killing narratively. Okay, let me take away the inspiration and reroll. I did call the 2 though. I feel like I should get advantage or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's better.
I'll just recycle your inspiration. Yeah.
Yeah.
17. Yeah. You save. You are going to take a bit of damage, but no adverse effects other than that are going to come your way. 1 second. You are going to take. Oh, that's the. Jesus. You are going to take 11 piercing damage, but you are able to slip by them.
Is it just like an arrow or?
The entire statue rotates with a sword towards you. If you had failed that saving throw, you would have been pinned into the wall.
That's fun. And you said it was 11?
Yes, half of 22.
Okay. Cool. This poor fucker is 5, 10, 15, just within my jumping. Oh, hey, look, there's Eric. This guard is fucked.
Great. Anything
That's
else?
all. That's all. That's everything I got.
Urzak, the Eternal Blade.
I'm gonna smack the shit out of this guy.
Yeah, do it.
Probably not with the 14.
That misses.
I'll try again. 30 should hit.
That hits.
Is 14 points of force damage.
Perfect.
And last one is.
And that hits, yeah.
8 points of force damage.
Yeah, second hit does it. He's going down.
Then I'm gonna join my buddy Warwick. I'm gonna square up with this nerd.
All right.
This poor guy is up against the tallest dragonborn ever and the thickest dragonborn ever. Real Mario Luigi situation.
How is he as why is he as tall?
Oh god. I can't believe it. Yeah. the heroic version of Wario and Waluigi, actually. Eric, you are up, my friend.
Okay. Even with the guard in front of me, that cage just rattled after my turn, and then Vern had his turn, and then the cage rattled. So, would I have been privy to that?
I would say no if you are facing south.
No. Okay. Okay.
I'm not sure if Vern would even have heard it. He would have just seen it.
Okay.
Almost more
Because the wind is pretty strong up there.
All right. Let's see here. I think I'm gonna see the guard in front of me and use a heat metal on his armor that he's wearing.
Okay.
So that'll be at 3rd level.
Gosh, these guys don't stand a chance.
And then let me also display that too.
Heat metal is pretty gnarly.
So I think it's a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no, there's no save.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, if he wants to drop the object, but he's gonna, I don't know, disrobe his armor, and that's gonna take forever. So he's just gonna take damage every turn while he's doing it.
Yeah, there's no way. Yeah.
I think you pretty much.
That's how
have to,
you get people with heat metal.
You pretty much have to break the concentration if I remember correctly, right? That's like the only way to really circumvent it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. It's just a con save if he can drop it, but he cannot. So he's just gonna eat it.
I guess
what else
as
are
a
you gonna
DM, you could be trying to break my concentration, but even then, my save.
invincible.
Yeah, my con saves I think are like plus 11. So
Well, he has to hit you first.
true, and then that too.
Yeah.
Can I? Oof. Can I tell Vern was sort of? I'm not really paying attention to that Kaz of them. Okay.
I would say no. I don't know that you would, because you told him to fly across and then you just started running away. So I would say probably not.
I think after casting heat metal on this guy, I kind of know he's doomed. And so I'm just going to move past him and Teth, if that's allowed in this hallway. Taking an opportunity attack, if that's, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I mean, it would be difficult terrain. You'd spend double movement moving through Teth. But that's fine.
Okay, so I was here. So where would 45 feet also through the difficult terrain also be? So it'd be
So
10
count it
feet
like,
here.
yeah. So in this
Another
space,
10
you're
feet.
spending 10 feet. So
And
you can only move
20
40
feet.
feet. Yep.
So I've moved in, just 20 feet. I've moved 30 feet or so. I think that's what that gets to.
15, 20, 25, 30. So you would be at. Gosh, why is this so difficult now? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So you'd be at 30 feet of movement. Yes.
Yeah, okay. This hallway, I want to get up to the steps here, I think. You see this, knowing that Teth came from down here. I just want to keep looking
Oh,
for
I
Z.
was thinking about the opportunity attack, but I'm not even going to roll because he can't hit you.
Okay. That's good.
What was your question? I'm sorry.
Teth came, my understanding of
Down
the corridors.
Well,
So
I guess you wouldn't know that. You
Teth,
know that Teth came from here.
I wouldn't, but as I'm passing, I say, "Hey, Teth, I'm gonna keep looking for Z
There you
flow."
go.
Teth doesn't respond.
Oh.
That's in War Machine mode.
Yep.
All right, buddy.
We're dangerously close to a sanity check here.
Damn.
I'm
Okay.
gonna try and see if I can put my foot through this guy's chest next. That's above me. What I'm trying to do, so.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
In this instance, he doesn't say anything or respond to Eric. He's just clearly focused. If you look back and say it, he's focused on the guard.
Okay. I say, we need you. We need you, Teth.
He's not saying anything.
Mm. Judge, or as I'd like to call, Long Fuse.
I actually was thinking, DM, is how you said the statue kind of swung?
Mm-hmm.
Did that, I guess for Eric's sake, is that like still like, is it wind back or is it just like it kind of did it and came back to its position?
It would have come back to its original position. Yes.
Yep, that's funny. That's all.
Nice. Can I go into this corridor, like stairs, steps?
You can.
And I think Billy's pointing out the statues return, so I don't see all those dead bodies on the ground, the guards. Okay.
You might catch a glimpse of the top guy, but if Teth came from that direction, it's not a huge surprise what would have happened to him.
Okay. And then I guess I'll just continue up the steps with all my movement and end my turn.
Okay. The next turn goes to Warwick, who is going to, in the absence of a weapon, throw 2 giant dragonborn fist punches.
Yeah.
In much in the style of Teth.
Pow.
Both of which will hit with a 26 and a 25 for 12 bludgeoning damage. and he's going to square up around back. And that will be Warwick's turn. That brings us to all of the soldiers. I mean, what are they even doing at this point?
Praying to God. What was the god called again?
Mammon. Yeah.
Praying to Mammon.
This guy's going to take a swipe at both of you. He's just going to like swing in a circle to try and hit both of you. He will miss both of those. And the guy next to Teth, he's going to take 2 shots. Does a 20? That is a crit. So he's going to hit with the second one.
Yeah.
So that is going to be 16 slashing damage to you, Teth.
Good hit.
And that is all of the guards that matter right now. Vern Willoughby. Before you start, I'm going to have you make another strength saving throw for me, please.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was thinking about just Misty stepping, but then I lose the turn and I can't unlock the door. So I think I'm just gonna take a gamble and try to.
So you can always,
meet.
if you get screwed over, you can always like Misty Step and get where you need to, or something like that. Like as a oh shit button.
Oh, that is true. Okay.
I just like how you said.
15.
15 does save. You are not pushed.
Yes. Take that
15
win,
saves.
monster.
A 15
Then I'm
is
going-
what you needed to save.
Hey, good.
You just got there. Just got there.
I'm gonna fly over and be like, "Hey, I'm your brother's friend," and I'll unlock the door with my action.
You can tell that he is incredibly weak. He is going to release his hands from the left side of the cage. He's kind of holding onto the bars there. And he'll immediately kind of like drop down to one of his knees. He'll begin to, I suppose, with a free action-ish, bending time here a little bit. He will start to make his way to the door of the cell, kind of limping, kind of crawling, hunched over, kind of like half prone. He is in bad shape. What Eric couldn't see from across the way, you can see in great detail. Most of his body has been burned. Large portions of his face and neck, which are exposed from out from under his clothing, both forearms and hands, and his calves and his feet. He is currently barefoot. His beard is fully grown. There are parts of it that are not growing because there are burns underneath. And his hair is very long and shaggy. His face looks very gaunt. And his eyes just look... he has kind of a 1,000-yard stare going on, at least towards you, because he doesn't recognize. He's never met you before. But at this point, he's not in a position to not trust somebody who's unlocking his cell. So he's going to go with it and try his best to go with you.
Somewhere Eric hears that ringing through the prison that Vern said, "I am your brother's friend," and not vice versa, where your brother is my friend.
Still in the Vern's only your friend is Ted.
He's working on it. He's working on it.
Your brother is he's my coworker, right? Is that what you guys said? We're colleagues.
We
I
have to be,
understand.
we
I'm
have
his
to be
friend,
amicable. We go
We've shared a
home.
few
We don't
company
hang out on the
potlucks, you know?
weekends. Yeah.
Just
I'm
water
not going
cooler
out with
talk.
the guy. Yeah, really, the bare minimum. Talk about the weather a lot. He uses Druidcraft quite a bit. All right. Anything else, Vern?
No, that's everything for me.
All right. Vern, you see at the top of the round, this cage is suspended.
Mm-hmm.
It's connected on these walls, kind of up here, and to these pillars by these giant chains. You see the latches of these two chains that are closest to you release on the top of the cage.
Okay, I have a question. Did I upset this guy? So he's been chained in here probably for a while, but it's just when I happened to cross that now it's like now I'm gonna break out of this big old cage. Did I make him
You
mad?
did not. You did not. No.
Really unlucky.
There was
And
another
now is
character.
when the
No,
oh.
there was
Oh?
another character that took an action that set him off, and it was not one of the
Oh.
party. You saw Thane cast a spell,
Oh.
and accept his fate. He was pulling the last minute Hail Mary card and opening the central cage.
Should have killed that guy. Okay.
That's gonna bring us to Teth.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a foot through his chest.
Yeah, go for it, dude. Do
Yeah.
it. He already took a bunch of fire damage, so you don't have to do much.
Whoops. I did the 1DD.
This is Teth this entire fight. Just putting holes in people.
Yeah.
That's not very good. No one might miss. 14 misses, right?
A 14 does miss. Yes.
All right. He picks up his boot, tries to kick the guy, and then the guy kind of rolls off to the side, and he just puts a crater in the wall, and then is just gonna turn around with his other leg and just his left leg, and he's gonna try and knee the guy right in his well, he's pretty low, so probably be like in his chest.
Yep.
Oh, that's not good either.
That also misses.
And then Teth is going to reach down to his power core and then kind of fidget with it a little bit and crank it in one direction and activate one of the capabilities on the
And
last
there we
medallion.
go.
And he's going to expend a charge. And he's not saying anything, but he's definitely fidgeting with it and gets it to activate and we'll cast an overshield.
All right. There we go.
And keep powering up.
All right. That brings us to Urzok.
This poor guy.
Yeah, really.
That was good.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, just gonna whack. Just gonna whack him. Jesus Christ, dude.
Oh
Like,
my
you like
God.
you like take pity and you like go for a big strike and he like passes out from like being scared.
You're a crit machine today, dude. Is that the fourth crit you've had on a single strike? That's wild.
I think it's the second.
Third or fourth, I think.
Maybe. No, I had 2 crits and then just the insane minute damage on the fireball.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That fireball damage was wild. All right. I mean, it doesn't matter what you do. You're taking him out. Yeah.
What's the fight I'm thinking of? Oh, yeah. Billy at least knows one. If anyone else has watched Jujutsu Kaisen, I just see where just like these two guys are just absolutely bullying the shit out of this guy. This poor guy
Yep.
for sock and work. Is he down or?
He is down. He is down. Yep.
All right. I'm gonna finally go to an area that's not the area I've already seen. Join my friends. Oh God. I'm gonna step over dead bodies. I see Eric.
Eric, what have you done?
Was this
Yeah.
you? Where'd Teth go?
I see Eric and say, "Where's Vern? Vern Teethlo? Teethlo? Fuck, Teethlo came from."
It's like
Got
like
really big buck teeth.
his gnome
really,
teeth.
Yeah.
really bad underbite.
I'm Teethlo. Yeah. My
I
name is
still-
Stuart, but people just keep calling me Teethlo. I hate it.
Apparently, Urzak, I went the long way around. I should have barreled through guards. But I went and found Vern a nice little chasm to go across and save my brother. I'm trusting his wings did not fail him.
Which way did Teth go?
So Teth is kicking ass this way, not speaking to anybody. Not sure what's up with that, but I think we've been noticing a little more of that
Which way
the
is
further we go.
Which way is this way? Did he go north or did he go?
He went east. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, west. My bad.
You're west.
Yeah, west.
Oh, he went
west.
past you.
I went past him. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I don't believe I have any bonus actions. That should be my turn.
All right.
I would tell Urzak take the east stairs to help try to find Z-Flow.
Noted.
Because Vern is perfectly safe.
There weren't any guards back that way.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Eric, it is your turn.
Excuse me.
Okay, let's keep going up the staircase. 5, 10, 15. Anything in this room?
Yes, there's a large crank wheel attached to a chain.
Aha, the drawbridge.
Ba-ba-ba.
Okay. Can I tell that this crank wheel needs to be done simultaneously with an assumed, other side with the crank wheel? Or
Make an intelligence check.
okay. Will do. Just using my regular ability, or is it like investigation or anything?
Yeah, just just roll intelligence. With
Damn.
whatever your modifier is.
I guess I'm not smart.
You might be convinced that this is the only wheel, and you're gonna keep turning it until it moves.
Yeah, let's do that then. Let's turn the wheel.
I need an athletics check from you, please.
Okay.
This is going to be a DC 26.
I can't do that. -2 modifier.
Just roll a natural 30.
Yeah. Let's roll a dirty 30.
A 6, it does not move at all.
I just slump. Use the rest of my movement to like slink back down the stairs and like go back to Urzak.
Oh man!
It's like I'm out of my depth here.
Remember I told you to go east? Come help me.
Please help me instead.
Yeah. So I think this is the rest of my movement going back down.
Okay. Warwick, he is just going to he's going to follow up with Urzak.
This is a weird question. Are these? Is this a door to the east and then doors to the south here as well?
That is correct.
Okay. It is.
I guess you would end up right here.
There's like a break in the walls. The only reason I noticed there, I guess I can kind of see him here.
Yeah, these are
Lighting
doors.
Dynamic
I guess
lighting is such a like blessing curse.
it sucks. It sucks so much. Let's see. Now you can see the door.
Damn it, because those toys that we got from Vern, from his bag of like the stuffed animals. So I have like a gorilla, but I don't know that it wasn't that the deal. Like I just think it's a gift from Vern at the time. It was like it's not like explained. This is magic. It'll summon a gorilla. I just as a player know.
Oh yeah, why did I have those again?
Oof.
Do you have a bag? You just had a bag of tricks, right? You're just giving us.
I had a
balls.
bag. What happened? What happened to my bag of tricks? Do I still have that item?
Yeah, you gave a
Or
bunch
brown.
of them out. I have one too.
I remember
black
giving
there.
out those things now, but why don't I have it in my inventory?
What Eric wouldn't have
let-
known that, right? So I wouldn't have just been like, "Oh, let me summon."
Maybe
a
you
gorilla."
gave. Did you give all of them out?
Maybe.
I don't think so. Ugh. I have notes in so many spirals.
You
It's
still have the
probably
bag.
a reminder written in a spiral somewhere, like bag of tricks.
Yeah. I mean, you still have the bag. 'Cause the bag regenerates uses,
It
doesn't it?
resets. Yeah, unless you made it a different kind of bag.
Was that around the
I
time you got that
believe you had. I can't remember which bag I gave you.
I think brown, because I think in my other campaign I have the gray.
I
so
I
think it
actually
was
remember brown too. Yeah. Was that around the time you got that doll?
Oh yeah, the doll. Wait, no, I still have the doll too.
The
Sorry.
talking doll. Yeah.
Yeah. Little less useful in this
Yeah, the only
situation.
stipulation is once 3 fuzzy objects have been pulled from the bag, it can't be used again until the next dawn.
Okay.
But I think it's just like.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Yeah, it definitely has.
Is there any reason for Eric to have like looked at this gorilla like, I need strength, and then just accidentally summoned it or dropped it, like, and then there's a gorilla
A
now.
tan bag of tricks. Tan bag of tricks.
You know who is strong though is Zorn.
Fuck yeah!
If-
Let me spend a minute.
If only he was here. If only he was here to help.
He would fight against us. He's a devout worshiper of Mammon.
I imagine like
he probably is. He absolutely is.
Zorn's magical devotion to like Eric being like, I would walk 1,000 miles. Like you listen to that song and he just comes from wherever he is, like to be with Eric and do his bidding. I'm actually singing that song.
Ever since Barlow's talked about how
Portuguese song.
How he's like, isn't he like a merchant now? Like in the lore, Barlow's, he made him like a merchant. I picture him like getting a shop all set up. Like he takes out a loan, does all the paperwork. He's like, time for opening day, and then before he turns the sign from close to open, he gets like warped back to Eric.
To where
It's like, oh, I was so close to starting this business. Yeah.
Canonically in Azura, the only creature that's summoned that doesn't disappear after the duration is this specific Zorn.
Yeah.
And it's the same Zorn every time Eric summons it.
Oh, what a life.
Cool. That's gonna bring us to any soldiers that we still have up, which I don't believe is any of them, right? Oh, there's one. Let's see if he crits, because he can't hit Teth any other way.
You've done it twice. You can do it again.
Nope.
I have faith in you.
Right. Yeah. He swings and misses. We also have 2 new guards that are coming through. One of them is going to be sprinting around this corner, Vern, at you. And the second one is also going to be sprinting around a different corner, also at you.
Oh, great.
And that is their turn. Now, Vern, it is your go.
Huh.
Oh, it's 9 o'clock, so we're going to take your turn, and that's going to be the end of the session. So, whatever you do, that's where we're going to leave it for next week.
Make sure you make it a cliffhanger.
Yeah, do something really cool right now. Something really funny or something really heroic.
And then Vern lifts the orb of the Presidium into the sky, and
Well,
then
here I am, like,
Chancellor-
trying to protect, like, Eric's, like, probably 1 hit point brother right now. So I'm like him as a liability. Here's what I'll do, and maybe I'll do this. Because I'm really worried about him.
Can I just say, I love that the rest of the party was like, Vern, lowest hit point pool of everybody here.
You
go off by yourself. Yeah.
In all fairness, I sent him with 2 people, and then the first thing they did was, okay, you stay here. Second thing he did was, okay, let's split up.
Here's what I want to do. I want to, so the guards see me. I want to look into this open cell. The door is already wide open. And I'm going to, like, I imagine I'm in the doorway like this. So here's like the wall. I'm like kind of here, so my arm could be inside the door. I'm going to point to the pile of straw. Like Eric's brother. I'm going to like point to the pile of straw. And then I want to reduce him to make him little. And he's going to hide in the straw for whatever comes next. To try to keep him alive.
Okay. Fair.
And that'll be my turn. And I'll just smile, still trying to look professional at these 2 guards. Maybe I'll act clueless. I'll be like what? I'm just
make a deception check.
Still, I guess think that these guys came from another side of the building, right? They just heard
They heard an explosion in their very contained prison.
followed by like 3 thunderclaps.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Teth is kicking ass and creating thunder damage.
That's a pretty nice deception roll.
Damn.
28 is not bad. You're going to have a pretty significant advantage talking to these guys going forward.
Okay, good.
Great. And that's what we're going to call it for the night. Ending on Vern's stellar deception check.
Yes.
All right, I have one 3-minute photoshopped image to share. Fuck off. Set your expectations for a 3-minute Photoshop and nothing more. There it is. Okay.
It's Soren. That's great. Worth it. Worth the wait.
It's a big lump with knobs. He is a big lump with knobs.
Yep.
Still applies.
God,
Great. You guys found Eric's brother. There's one of the 2 targets you were looking for.
Yeah, I also love that Urzak was like, "Here, go find Zethlo," and I was like, "Hey, it's my brother." Like, oh, right, yeah, but where's Zethlo?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah,
No clue.
Teth is scary.
We have no idea. All right, guys. Awesome session. I appreciate you as always. And I will see you all next week. Are you all good for next week? I don't know if there's anything special happening. Probably
Yeah,
not.
I think I am.
I'm good.
June 3rd, obviously.
Yes, June 3rd.
celebration
Yeah.
of Canada's independence from
Yeah.
the Vikings.
Ragnar will be celebrating in his cell next week.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. GG's.
All right.
All right, guys.
So you have a good night.
Cool.
Hey guys.
Bye.
Good night.